Back now at 7:40, and this morning we're kicking off a new series called Rossen Reports. These are stories that will come out of a new unit led by our national investigative correspondent, Jeff Rossen. We begin with a hidden camera investigation exposing how easy it is for anyone, even criminals, to buy guns. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, Matt, good morning to you. And some say this is a major loophole in the law. At gun stores, you have to get a background check before you can buy a weapon. But online, in most states, anyone from law-abiding citizens to dangerous criminals, even terrorists, can get just about any weapon they want, no questions asked. Our hidden camera investigation shows the deals going down in broad daylight in suburban mall parking lots.
They are some of the most lethal weapons out there. And we were able to buy all of them in a single day with no background checks, no questions asked. It's this easy. Hundreds of thousands of guns for sale on hundreds of websites. We responded and set up meetings at popular shopping malls.
So how much was it that we agreed on?
$500.
We bought everything from this police-grade pistol.
He could be a dangerous criminal, yet you still sold him this gun with hollow point bullets.
Absolutely.
To this semi-automatic assault rifle.
You sold a man a dangerous weapon. What if he went and shot somebody with it?
We did it over and over again. Our buyer even hinting he's a criminal.
No paperwork, no background checks. Probably could have passed the darn thing anyway.
Within hours, we bought 8 guns.
Good God!
Even this .50 caliber weapon, so powerful it could take down a helicopter.
The people you just sold it to could be terrorists, and you sold it no questions asked.
Remember, at a gun store, a background check is required, but online, nothing. And believe it or not, in most states, it's completely legal.
Is this like a candy store for criminals?
Yes, it's a weapons bazaar for criminals.
NBC News hired former ATF supervisor Steve Barberini to help with our investigation.
There's no background check. Somebody that has a murder conviction can simply log on, email someone, meet them in a parking lot, and buy a freaking AK-47.
In fact, 34 people are murdered every day in gun violence, with many of the weapons traced back to private sales, just like these.
No one should have to die like that.
These 2 women lost their best friend, Jitka Vessel, killed by a stalker. This Canadian man, who crossed into the U.S., bought a gun online in Seattle, then shot her 11 times as she got into her car.
No legitimate gun store would have sold this man a gun because he's not a U.S. citizen. He wouldn't have passed a background check. Yet he was able to easily buy one online.
There's not a doubt in my mind, had this man not been able to buy a gun online, Jitka Vessel would still be here.
So what kinds of dangerous weapons could we buy? To find out, we went online and responded to gun ads in Phoenix, Arizona, one of the many states where it's legal. Within minutes, we had meetings set up. Our gun buyers, 2 Arizona security experts we hired, posing as husband and wife.
It's a great gun.
This man is about to sell us a tactical assault rifle, modified to use bullets for an AK-47.
Come over here real quick, and I'll give you the money.
We were watching from nearby vans as our buyers paid cash for the guns. No questions asked.
Hi, Jeff Rossen with NBC News. You just sold an assault rifle to a couple of people who, you have no idea who they are or what they could do with that gun. They can go rob a bank. They could go hurt somebody.
Right.
Does that ever weigh on you?
It does. But at the same time, too, I'm not going to be responsible for what they choose to do with it.
So for our next meetings, we took it up a notch, telling the seller point blank, we probably can't pass a background check. Will they still sell us the guns then?
How you doing?
We're about to find out. This man is peddling a Glock 23 with hollow point bullets made to inflict serious internal damage.
So we're not going to do any paperwork, anything like that, any background checks, because I probably couldn't even pass one anyway.
Yeah, right. I shouldn't be selling it to you then.
Well, anyways, man, I appreciate everything.
Absolutely.
They shake on it.
Jeff Rossen with NBC News.
And that's our signal.
He told you he can't pass a background check. Did that raise any red flags for you?
Slightly, but in this economy, when you need the money, you just need the money.
So it's all about the cash. I mean, people could get hurt, though. Doesn't that matter?
Yes.
If it didn't matter to you.
I need the money.
We could hardly believe it, but the twists and turns are just beginning.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
This seller shows up with a tactical shotgun and assault rifle and his 7-year-old son. Remember, our buyers could be dangerous felons.
I appreciate the fact no paperwork, no background checks, because I probably could have passed one anyway, man.
I hate the government.
So.
Now watch as he hands the cash to his boy.
Jeff Rossen with NBC News. How are you?
I'm not interested in talking to you.
We're just doing a story about online gun sales. He said he couldn't pass a background check, and you still sold him the weapons.
But the most scary transaction of all came after dark in this pharmacy parking lot. The online ad was for this .50 caliber sniper rifle, the most powerful gun legally sold in the U.S. Bullet range 5 miles. It can pierce armored vehicles, even bring down a helicopter.
This is set up.
But the seller is so laid back, you'd think he's hawking a used bicycle.
Enjoy it. I know you're going to like it.
Once he got the cash, the gun was ours, no questions asked. But we had some for him.
This is the gun of choice for the drug cartels worldwide. I mean, this gun can take down a helicopter.
No, it can take a plane. It can take anything. That's a .50 caliber. I understand.
Right, so you know how powerful this weapon is.
Yeah.
Doesn't it concern you that you have no idea who these people are? They could be dangerous felons, terrorists?
No, I never thought about it, to be honest.
Doesn't concern you?
No.
The online market for guns.
And it's happening nationwide. In New York, Mayor Michael Bloomberg led another investigation, buying guns online in 14 states, even after their buyer said they couldn't pass a background check.
I don't know what it takes. How many people, who has to get murdered before Congress is going to stand up and say enough of this?
So what's the government doing about it? Turns out there's a bill that would close this loophole and require background checks for all gun sales, even online. But that bill has been sitting in committee for nearly a year.
Maybe your report will importune people to act.
New York Senator Chuck Schumer is sponsoring the bill.
With all due respect, as Congress continues to debate this and play politics, authorities say criminals, dangerous criminals in many cases, are buying guns online.
The NRA is one of the most powerful lobbies in Washington, and despite the overwhelming evidence that we should do something, which your report buttresses, the odds of us being able to do something are not high.
The NRA says it opposes the bill because it has many serious flaws, but wouldn't comment about online gun sales. In the past, the NRA has fought background checks for any private sales. But victims say until the law is changed, more innocent people will die.
All they care about is profit. Profit over lives. And it's wrong.
Keep in mind, this is legal, and lots of people in this country support private gun sales without background checks. They say it's not about making money or profit, it's about their individual rights. As for the 8 guns we bought, we turned them over to the Phoenix Police Department, where, Matt, that police department will actually destroy them.
I mentioned